sending it to yourself, you get early ordering privilege, which unlocks a huge advantage to you through with the new products that are coming out, which of course we know are the foundations. I'm pretty confident I can share that since the company shared it at Career Conference. And as sales directors, we have our hands on the new foundations, and we love them. I'm just telling you across the board. It's not something to be intimidated by. I know it can seem like there's a lot of them. We will certainly get into that more as the products are launching in May, so we have a little bit of time. But if you want to be one of the first ones to get your hands on those, which you will want to be one of the first ones to get your hands on those, you have to send at least one preferred book out to, or is it also stars if you're a star? Do they still do it that way? Okay, so stars from previous quarter get early ordering privilege, and so do preferred customer program participants. And we can explain what that means. It's not going to seem like much right now for you, but in a month, you will be happy that you have that privilege and can get your hands on things first to learn and to be able to offer that extra VIP to your customers. And so that is ending on the 17th. So you want to make sure we won't meet again before the deadline. So you want to make sure that you have got your customers enrolled. Secondly, we are, I always like to mention, are you on target for STAR? Talk to your director about what that looks like. We are in the middle or, the beginning phases of a new quarter, and we're going to be wrapping that up in the future. But you want to make sure that you're talking to your director about what does it look like to be on target, because you don't want to find out at the end of the quarter you need $1,799 to finish STAR when you can be working consistently starting right now. And even with my new people, I tell them, break that down, understand what the math looks like every week so that you can make sure that you get yourself there. And so those are, that's what's kind of happening right now. The other thing you want to know about on In Touch is, are you or someone that you know and love in the top 10 of the My Shop Challenge? The company just released, I think, the March achievers that are in the top 10, and they're in the running for that beautiful Mary Kay blinged out denim jacket. And people are going to come out of nowhere and knock people out of the lineup. So you want to talk to your director or go on In Touch and look at the jacket and what the qualifications are. It's sending your customers to your website to order easy. I got a My Shop order again today, and I'm just like, I love it. I love it. And here's the thing that's kind of cool about it. Sort of forget, because the order gets handled by the company. You just kind of look to see who orders, and then you're doing your business. And then like 2 days later, money goes into your account, and you're like, why do I have more money? And then you're like, oh yeah, I had those 2 My Shop orders, or those 3 My Shop orders. So we love that too. Here's something else I want to talk about really quick that we don't always mention, but it's something I forget about. And so I'm assuming that some of you may forget about it until they fix this, until they change this. Don't forget that on your personal My Shop website, you have to set free shipping every 30 days. So if you set that up where they get free shipping for $50 or more, $75 or more, or $100 or more, make sure you go back in there and look at those dates and adjust them accordingly. Because if you forget and it lapses, then your customers will pay shipping if you didn't want them to, if they order a certain amount. So it's something that right now I have to continue to track because I forget about it. And then I go in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I wonder why she paid shipping and she doesn't normally pay shipping. And so go in there and adjust those things. And periodically, you can always change your pictures and stuff. But if you have any promos or any shipping right now, every 30 days, you have to go in and modify that. I think that's it, right? We don't have any other major announcements that I can think of that I'm forgetting, right? I'm just looking at everything really quickly. No, that looks good. Okay, so let's get into, does Susie have a pom-pom this week? All right. All right. Some pink tissue paper. We're excited. Okay, so we're going to get into some recognition. And I want to talk about this because I think this is really cool. And this is the power of turning in your points, because sometimes I think you'll feel like maybe you just had an okay week, and then you end up in the top three because of the discipline that you had with turning in your points. Okay, so our number three is right here on my piece of paper. Okay, number three with modest points, but we love her and she's here and she showed up. And because she turned her points in, she won. And she's our runner up to the runner up. And that's Miss Allison. And she has 311 points this week. And Allison, we're so excited you're here. I know you're thinking, how? But tell us, I'd love for you to share how you're working your business in spite of.
Well, it's discipline and consistency. And Susie had told me this one time that, and I'm pretty sure it was Gloria Mayfield Banks had said that if you have like if you don't keep working your business during crisis and during issues, then you have two crises going. It's very similar. I'm paraphrasing it a lot. So some of you might not know, but my mom passed away recently, and then I had to have my dog put to sleep this Friday, and I've had him for 14 years. So I'm it's not that I'm diminishing any of those, but I'm trying to use my Mary Kay business to change my focus and my interest a little bit. And so I have a monthly meeting in this small town that I grew up in. It's 600 people. Like there's no stoplights or anything. And so I post it and then I share that. And so now I have an order tomorrow. And even if people don't order, it just keeps your name out there and it just reminds them, and they appreciate it. And they're like, oh, well, thanks for reaching out to me. I don't need anything right now. But it just keeps building those layers of relationship. And so, it's just kind of just keeping consistent, I guess.
I love that. And I think what you'll find too is that on those days and sometimes weeks and even months, and if you're really privileged, years that you don't work the way you would normally work or you can't work, your business still works. And so, it's that consistency doesn't go unseen. And even though to you, when I look at your totals, you had a double facial and you sold 200 plus dollars worth of Mary Kay. People, I bet raise your hand if you take $200, $100 profit last week, right? Like, yeah, there's people on here that are thinking, I would love $100 right now, right about now. And so we're excited for you. Congratulations. I know you're still in the top three. So there you go, right? You came
And I
back.
have a party set up for next week with new customer from a
Awesome.
so.
All right, good. That's fantastic. All right, well, let's talk about our runner-up to the queen with 1,186 points. And that is out. No, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's second, and she's 14 points behind the queen. And that is Laurie Parks from the Jana Strunk unit. Yay, Laurie. All
Thanks.
right. So tell us about your week.
Okay, I had a party of three, and I sold 400 and some dollars to them, and then I got a couple new bookings. I had a total of $636 in sales this last week.
One of the things I like about your totals, Laurie, is that you didn't order. So
Right.
those points are not coming from, oh, she placed a big wholesale order because she's queen and no,
Mhm.
this was a group activity selling appointment and your total sales and your new bookings and things like that. So congratulations. We're so
Thank
excited
you.
for you. It looks
Thank
great. And
you.
I love your hair. It's like flat and straight. You and Jana, like,
Well, I just had it done today.
oh, you did? Okay. Oh, a
Yeah.
blow. I don't know. I'm not from the world of blowouts. I don't know. I don't know what that's like. All right, so let's talk about our queen tonight, okay? And so this is fun because she's new and she showed up and she learned right away to turn her points in. And you know what? I love this for new consultants where sometimes your initial order gets you some recognition and it's okay because you are following the direction of the business plan and your consultants and your director's advice. You've got some product on hand, and you might be thinking, I haven't done anything else but order. But you turned your points in, you showed up on Monday night, you're here for some training and recognition, and you deserve it. And you made a commitment. You made a commitment to your business. And so we're going to get excited for our new beauty consultant this week is Miss Judi, and her last name is Steiner. Is that right? Yes. Okay. and she's in the Jana Strunk unit. So Judi, if you want to unmute and tell us about what made you make a commitment to having some products on hand for your customers.
Well, I think it just helps to have it,
Yeah,
and you can service them that way.
for sure. You're going to find that. I think we all agree. And for people who have limited to no inventory, when people order and they're like, how long is it going to take to get this? And you have to be like, I love to say, oh, you get it today, or you get it right now, or you get it tomorrow when I drop it off at your job or whatever. And it makes it so much faster. You're on to the next thing. You're not running around behind people next week. And so, Judi, you're our queen. We're going to put the virtual tiara on your head. You already got a tiara. So congratulations. Welcome to the pink world. We're glad that you're here. We hope you come every Monday and start telling us how you're selling all those products, because you've got the best leader to teach you how to do that. Okay, so those are our queens this week, you guys. I'm done with announcements. Jana is going to teach us on, well, it's up for debate. We're not totally sure. I don't know what she decided on tonight, but I think it's something to do with selling.
Well, tonight we're going to be talking about lead boxes. So this is something that came up in a conversation with a national sales director that I'm on this group that is a bunch of leaders together and collaborating. And we started talking about lead boxes this last week. And you know what? It got me really excited. What is a lead box? A lead box is something that you put in, like here, I'll just show you what some of my lead boxes look like. This is a little box that we put in, and we partner with businesses so we can get leads. People will sign up or drop their business card in here, and we will contact them for a complimentary facial. So let's talk about that for just a minute. Emily Trollinger, I met through a lead box. That has blessed me 5 million times over because of, number one, our relationship. Number two, because she's a rock star and she is a total asset to Mary Kay. You guys, I had a lead box in the Mexican restaurant, and just because you're not getting 10 leads a week, that doesn't mean they're not valuable, because these are the people that are actually making a conscious effort to sign their name up for a pampering session. And so I have been seeing great success in not only my business, but I'm seeing Laurie have success. I'm seeing Betsy's got some lead boxes out. I'm pretty sure Tony's got lead boxes out. There's several people in my unit that have lead boxes out, and we've started utilizing that because guess what? This is what I know for sure. Our numbers, our consultant numbers are down right now. People are looking for beauty consultants. And so we want to be found. We want to be visible. And so let's talk about where you can get these lead boxes. By the way, simple, easy peasy. By the way, if you're local to me, even if you're in somebody else's unit, I will give you some of these black ones because I don't like how big they are, but I ordered them. I'm not sending them back to Amazon. They're not terrible, but obviously, so I got some black ones, got some white ones, but I am on our resources page on our little app. I've got the link to these white boxes, okay? So these little white boxes, they come flat in a flat package. So sales directors, I have created some of these tops for some people out of town, and I've mailed them to my beauty consultants because they go in a flat box, okay? This comes flat, and then I create different little toppers for this. Aren't those fun? So you can put whatever picture you want. And by the way, I put templates. I have templates on our resources page from Canva. So you don't have to do the research. Okay, so how big are the templates? It's this little square. It's like a 4x6. And so it's already pre-made for you. All you have to do is get on one of my templates. And when you click on this link, you are going to be able to change it. it's not going to monkey with my template. Okay. It is yours. I don't care what you do with it. You can just click start creating. And so it is super fun, you guys, because I've already created, you'll see Betsy's picture on there, Laurie's picture on there. So you can change the words, you can change the picture, click, get rid of their picture. And if you do not have Canva Pro or whatever, and you can't remove like the background of your picture and you need me to do that, or your sales director, talk to your sales director. She's probably got Canva Pro, and we can do like a background remover if you want to put a picture of you on there. Okay. So, so where you get these, I get these from Amazon. Now, by the way, these little stickers, guys, Allison, where do we get our stickers from? What company is that? Allison? Sorry, Laurie.
We get our stickers from all kinds of different places, but like we get them where do we get them from? Court of Achievers.
When you buy 5 for 25?
Oh, yeah, that's Court of Achievers, I think.
Okay, yeah, I think it's Court of Achievers.
My girlfriend's house, if they're still there, but Court of Achievers has nicer stuff that's like really cute and relevant and up to date.
So that's just a sticker. So I just put a random sticker on there because I thought, oh, I think that sticker looks cute. Now, like on some of these, like what I did was the first time that I did this is I did it they come with these things, okay? This comes with the boxes. And so I actually did my template thing on cardstock and then I laminated over it. You could glue it on there, or guess what, guys? I found you could use this as a template. You could print it on cardstock. And so on my next one, it's not here. It's already in my car ready to go put out. I actually put the picture on both sides because I'm like, extra advertising. I want the picture on both sides. So you could do it on cardstock, put the picture on both sides, and then because like it's all lined up on your printing too. Okay. So when you save it off of Canva, it prints correctly on the same side, or it will be back to back. Okay. And then you cut it out. So all I did was cut this out. This is cardstock. It's a little bit more flimsy than this one, but it'll work. You know what? Like I know that we're recording and I apologize, but you know what? What if they throw this away? I had one in my gym, my local gym. Somebody put naughty pictures on the papers and then eventually they threw them away. You know what? I do not care if you put penises on the pictures. I got Emily Trollinger out of one of my boxes. Right. And I'm getting some great clients. It does not matter if you write naughty words or if you put dirty pictures. I do not care. So anyway, this is just a fun little something new that I started doing this week with my lead boxes. Okay, so the Canva link is in there. And then how do you ask to place them? And maybe we should talk about, well, we're going to talk about here in a minute where we're going to place them. So I know that y'all appreciate Miss Laurie. And Laurie's always got some good stuff. So Laurie's been doing lead boxes. Laurie, I'm going to have you unmute real quick. And okay. I want you to tell us, pretend that you're coming into my store, whatever my store might be. What would you say to the owner of the store to ask them to put that lead box in there?
I would first of all introduce myself. Hi, I'm Laurie Parks. I am an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I would like to partner with your business. If you would allow me to leave this box in here, I will buy a gift certificate, and whoever I draw out of the box to do a facial, I will give them that gift certificate for your business. Yeah.
Wow. What's in it for them? That's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. That way they're getting some business out of it too. The owner of the business. Yeah.
And some of the places that you started putting them first are mainly some places that know you. Is that right? Yeah. Initially?
Yes, that is correct. And then I've put one down in Manhattan, Kansas in the mall. And that has worked out the best for me. I'm continually getting leads in that box every time I check it. And I'm going to Manhattan a lot now, so I'm thinking about moving. It's an hour drive. No.
Amen. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So, ladies, you can start at where are your, like, let's think about, do we want to put one? I'm going to just give you, for example, are we going to put them at the Dollar General? No, we are not going to put it at Dollar General. Not that I don't stop by Dollar General from time to time, but we want to look for target market who we are wanting to eventually recruit. Am I right? Like we want to put it in the places. By the way, Mexican restaurants seem to be hot. And so maybe it's the food. I don't know if it's the spiciness or just happiness, but Mexican restaurants are good. Um, we talked about this one the other day, country club locker room. One of my friends in Missouri that's doing lead boxes, it has got some at her country club in the ladies' locker room. Yes, please, and thank you. You can afford to belong to the country club. You can certainly afford a time-wise repair set, and you might need one. A women's locker room at your gym. Even though I had that experience, it didn't make me cry. It actually made me laugh um, until it disappeared. And then I was like, what is going on? So it's all good. They don't deserve me. Um, teasing. Okay. What about a salon waiting area? Especially if your salon does not sell skincare and color cosmetics, which many don't these days. So, how about your salon? If there's a waiting area, when women are getting their hair processed, their hair is getting colored, they're going to sit there for 25 minutes and they look at your deal. They are going to get curious and scan the code or maybe write their name in there. Nail salons, doctor's offices, maybe an OBGYN waiting office. What about a boutique? I've got one for a boutique in Topeka, Kansas right now. And by the way, I bought a gift card to that place, just a $10 gift card to this boutique, and they put it in a cute little organza bag. It's so cute. So, coffee shops. What about an office lounge or a teacher's lounge at a school? Who has got a connection to a school? That's a juicy one. I just thought about this one this afternoon. So that's it, ladies. It's super easy. I would encourage you to go back and check your leads, probably maybe once a week to start, and then you can kind of figure it out. Now, the Mexican restaurant, Paul and I go eat there about every 2 weeks at least. And so I usually just check it while I'm there and make sure it's in a good place. Make sure there's an ink pen by it and make sure that somebody has got these little tiny, I don't know where I bought these. I might have got them from Mary Kay. See these little forms? So these little itty bitty ones, if anybody's got the deets on this, if you know where we can find those, somebody please let us know. And have you ever done it with a QR code so they don't register with paper? Actually, Susie, I tried on my lead box at the Mexican restaurant where Emily signed up. It had a QR code and it said scan here to contact me, and no one ever contacted me with that. Actually,
that's why I was asking it's been a few years since I put them out, but I did a lot of those and I didn't, it could have been 1,000 reasons why I didn't get, but I was just curious what your comparison between the two ways had been.
So, Emily and I we were in a nail salon a while back, and there was a consultant had one in there, and it's been in there for years. I don't know what her results are, but I'm like, it's so old, it's so faded. And so you definitely want to keep it updated and fresh. And so if you're not getting leads from it, switch it out, do something different. But, like Emily had been at this nail salon numerous times in the waiting area and had never even noticed it. And it's sitting right on the table, but it's in a picture frame, but it just had words. It didn't have anything catchy. It didn't have anything flashy like free facial. Or I like the picture of, I'm sorry, I like the picture of the consultant because I think that catches people's eye. When you have a welcoming smile, they're not like, I wonder what I'm signing up for here. Who is this or what's this like? Um, these are also available. This was Court of Achievers. You get 5 of these for, I don't remember how much. You get a stack of them for, I think 5 stacks or 10 stacks of them. And so sometimes I have these little ones, but other times I just put one of these notepads there. And it just says enter to win, name, phone number, email. Have you ever tried Mary Kate products before? And do you have a beauty consultant? I do. I used to, but not anymore. Or no, I don't. So it's really easy, cut and dried. What other questions do you all have?
I'm curious what made Emily sign it. Because I have a limiting belief, true confessions, we all have them, that really sharp people won't. And clearly Emily is. So I'm curious what your thought process was.
It was probably the margaritas. No,
That's
no, I'm kidding. It was definitely the way that it was marketed to, the appeal for me was I think the color matching. I don't remember how it's worded, Jana, you'll have to clarify on that. But what my attention was drawn to was, I really do want a foundation that matches. And so I can't recall how the verbiage was, but it was the attraction for me was the specific assistance with makeup.
That's great. Jana, what I was going to ask you that, what do you put on? Because I've heard a million different things. Free facials, foundation matching, microdermabrasion. Go ahead.
when you get on and look at the link on our deal, because I already uploaded it. So, and by the way, when y'all are looking at it on here, it's under documents shared. Okay. So when you look under documents shared and then you go up and press the link, you're going to see so many different designs because I keep tweaking it. And so, but I can tell you what the Fiesta one was, because it was Fiesta. That's the name of the place. And so I put sign up or drop your card in or text Fiesta to, and then it has my business text line, to be entered to win a $25 gift card and complimentary skincare session. So Emily thought, I'm going to get foundation out of that. So, and so that's what that one looked like or looks like. It's on the template. It's the first one. And then the next template says sign up or drop your card in to be entered to win a $25 gift card and a complimentary skincare session. And then there's another one that has Jennifer Akers on it. And it says sign up to drop your business card in to be winner. And then there's some different ones. And then this one, I used Allison's box idea. Remember that little template? And it says, I'm Jana, your beauty consultant. Sign up or drop your card in to be entered to win $25 gift card and complimentary skincare session. And then this is Azure, who was putting them out in South Dakota. This is Des, who's on here today, that has them at a donut shop and at a physical therapy place. And this is Kathy. Kathy's in Texas. So anyway, and then there's just some different ones. Like this one is in Topeka. My friend Nicole and I about said Allison, but Nicole and I are doing kind of some business partnering in Topeka, Kansas. And so I did one with both of our picture. So that way, because it might be her, it might be me that contacts these people. So it just says Nicole Vaughn and Jana Strunk, Mary Kay business leaders, register to win $25 gift card at your blah, blah, blah. So that's why, if you're wondering, why is Jana with another chick on this? What's that about? So great questions. Anything else? And by the way, Susie, up until this year, I've never had lead boxes, ever. You know why, y'all? I was scared. I was scared to do it. But at one point I thought, you know what? If I want to go where I want to go in this business, and if I have big goals that I want to go to Switzerland, I better start doggone doing some things that I've never done before. And so that's when I decided to do that. Allison.
Jana, I had a question for you. Do you know approximately like either percentage or time a week then do you allocate towards the lead boxes, whether that's following up the leads or, going to those places, or like what percentage then it is?
No, I don't, because I fit it into my schedule. Like the Mexican restaurant, it's when my husband and I are out eating there, usually on a Saturday night after church. And so if I'm driving by there, I can swing in. I've swung in before to just check on it, make sure everything's good, make sure that I'm not out of the little things. But honestly, this isn't a only thing. This is an extra thing, because I'm only getting like leads here and there. But Laurie, every time Laurie comes down, she's like, I got to swing by the mall. She got to swing by the mall. I got to check my lead box. And so she's seeing, at least one lead a week from that. So that's generating. So I might look at some other stores in the mall and see, what we can do there. But you know what? Why not? Why not have that as an extra? And I am telling you, I've got 2 leads on my desk here that I need to re-follow up with that are my winners. But it's not, it's not taking a lot of time. It's just sprinkled in.
You guys, also want to just add that when I was a brand new consultant, my director told me to put a facial box out. I had no idea what that was. She explained it to me. And I literally got from the Dollar Tree. Okay. I got a paper bag that looked like a lunch bag. It was pink. And I folded it down twice, and I printed off something from work in black and white because we didn't have color printers. That was like enter in to win, and it was so bad. But it generated so many leads. I had a string that attached a pencil because you couldn't do. And I put it in a Subway, and it was totally spontaneous. The gal was like, she saw my Mary Kay pin. She started talking to me about Mary Kay. I said, I should have put a facial box in here. She's like, you can. And I was like, for real? And then I scrambled to go get one. And I went to Walmart, got the bag and made it at work, and then swung back by there after work and dropped it off. I mean, it wasn't something I overthought. It wasn't the cutest. And I worked my business to get to the place where, if you look at those, I've already got the boxes in my cart and I've already got everything uploaded to Canva. But if you look at that and go, oh, $17, I can't get them right now. And then you think that you go on to a different idea. I would say do something really simple to get it going, and then get the boxes because they look more professional. But don't let that be a reason why you don't do it. You know what I mean?
Michelle?
Jana, did you say that those are on Amazon? Is that where we find them?
Yes, they are on Amazon.
Okay.
And so, yeah, if you just go on that link for the meeting link, you know what? I can just,
I don't know if I have it, do I?
let me shoot that on the screen, and I'll put the link in or if somebody, oh, here, I'll do it real quick. I'll just copy it off of here and stick it in the notes.
Okay.
Jana, first of all, we're going to affirm affirm you, one for your training, and two for your courage. And you know what? You said, I've never done that up until this year. I've never had lead boxes. I wrote that down because when we want something we've never had, we have to do something we've never done. And I love that. And that doesn't mean we have to do lead boxes. If it's making someone have diarrhea right now, then you don't have to do them. There's other ways. But it is. And you're just reminding me, Susie, how much are you willing to stretch? And I also want to say, years ago, I had a director who was in California, in Southern California, in Botox land, as she called it, and she built her business on lead boxes. She didn't know anyone. She had 20 out at a time. She had a spreadsheet, how she rotated them. So sometimes we have to, Susie has to have belief, like, oh, this does work. Like, Jana, you saying that Emily signed up, I'm like, I want an Emily. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to say, the last time I did this, which was years ago, before COVID, I got a buddy, kind of like Jana did. It was another director, and she drove, and I took them into the businesses. So I had my stack, and she's not afraid of doing anything, but I hated doing this. So she would fly her Cadillac in. She's not the greatest driver. And then I would start laughing. Now get out and just go in. But if I can guarantee you, if I was driving myself, I'd be like, what am I going to say? Just go in there, Susie. No, I don't want to go in there. Just go in there. So my thing is, if I do this, I'm getting a dang buddy and making it fun when I do it. So just some things. This was awesome, Jana.
Good,
Yeah.
very good. By the way, a little tip is when I had several out, I did have a notebook and I would put little tabs out to the side of where I had the boxes. And then I would just take like tape or glue, like a glue stick, and I would put my leads on pages within, because that way I knew where those leads belong. So a little bit of lead organization. And you're right. By the way, what I found to be my best negotiating with all kinds of good stuff, but getting leads, taking lead boxes out. After I am on Bible study on Wednesday mornings, when I go out and work after that, nobody can say no unless the Lord does not want me to be in front of them. But I'm just saying, after that prayer time, there's something about it. I'm like, we get so many great deals on hotel meeting spaces, and I get so many leads and got lead boxes in places. It's just magical. So anyway, yeah, I need to get more boxes out. So this has inspired me to even do more. So anyway, all right. Are y'all ready to go into breakout rooms? Any last questions? All right. Ladies, if you are new, you are going to look at the bottom where it says breakout rooms with the boxes. You're going to click on breakout rooms. And then if you're brand new and within your first 4 months, you can go to the Great Start room. If you've got over 300 points this week, you are going to go into the 300 plus points room. And if you're somewhere in between, you're going to stick around right here and get some amazing training and be able to ask your sales director questions. Thank you all for hopping on here tonight. Y'all are fabulous. And so I am now going to pause the recording.